Good morning. I'm Mike Nelson from Seattle, Washington, founder of Nelson Blair Langer Ingle. And the subject should be independent nurse consultants. And if the attorney has as their first goal, how can I get my client the best care? How can they be better off medically, physically, psychologically, and in the case, they're going to be a successful attorney. That's an important aspect that the nurse consultant can help with. From reviewing medical records to meeting with the clients to making sure they're treating to making good recommendations on treating to meeting with the healthcare providers and working on what the synthesis of the case is actually about. The nurse consultant should be tied in at every stage and work with the attorney and his or her staff to better perfect the elements that are going to make sense in the case and, going back to the very beginning, to get the client the medical care that they need. The most effective care is always going to be the most important consideration.
Right. And how do you use? What do you use legal nurse consultants the most for? What are the services you use them for the most? Where do you find nurses the most helpful?
One, reviewing medical records. Two, we use them in talking to all the treating doctors, and they go with us. That's extremely helpful. Three, we actually have them meet with the client a great deal. And a lot of times my client are females, most of the partner attorneys are male, and believe me, it helps to have a female nurse consultant work with the female clients. And then a big aspect that kind of grows out of the whole process is working with the client with respect to who they're going to see treatment-wise and what the options are available. Everything from diagnostic techs that are obviously called for to rehab and treatment facilities, and that's one of the biggest benefits. It isn't a goal per se. We don't say do this first, but it comes out of the process that we're talking about, and that's one of the biggest services to both the attorney and certainly the client.
Okay, and if you were to give one piece of advice to a nurse who works with attorneys, what piece of advice would you give to them?
One, meet some of the clients at home. Two, meet the doctors and healthcare providers. And the speech pathologist and the physical therapist can be as important as the neurosurgeon and neurologist.
Okay, thank you.